Hardspace Shipwreck is a very chill game. I think I gave it away once. Or I had a copy to give away. I don't know if I ever actually gave it away. Since I used to do like random, which one are we giving away? And then it may or may not go away. Then I should end up keeping it and have like 5,000 copies. Oh. Capcom. Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. I think this is the end. I think we're about to get a new section. Yep, ready? Air forehead. Grr, I hope I didn't just miss my only chance. I hope I didn't save right after I missed my only chance. But I don't know if they would let you save after you missed your only chance. That's why I saved in a different spot. Following detective, how far had we gotten until we were rudely interrupted? Don't ask me. I just like saying the same thing twice. And I never repeat a song for an encore. If you would, Miss Sky. Humph. I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latus's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling. Ah yes, there was only one door in the room. And a witness you was standing in front of it. That air vent isn't very big, see? Kinda limits the people who possibly get through. I certainly would have a difficult time. You sure would, not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. What about the magician guy? He was everywhere. The only one who meets the condition for our killer is the defendant. A virtuoso performance. Couldn't put it better myself. Should have stated a clear case. Though reading the report, something caught my eye. Oh? What's that? The circumstances of the defendant's arrest. Circumstances? Again? That's right, Apollo. When we found Maki? That was bizarre. She's right. Why did Mr. Latus's body disappear from the room? And end up on top of that stage tower? Holding a guitar. Holding a guitar, no less. A perceptive observation, Air Judge. Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. Get a nose for these things. Heh. You know, it's been a while since all of my redeems have been in use and active. The judge sure seems pleased with himself. Very good, Fraulein. Detective, perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? We've had a lot inactive, because we have had, like, the DVD Pick a Killer. So I co-opted that for some other stuff. Boop. I got booped. It's a missing body. I believe Maki stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match the Lemurer's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. One! Yeah, so I haven't figured that out yet. So, on certain redeems, so I set up the tail to be active in the program. My VNAN. That's the program I used to run. So I set up the tail to be active there, but it's also still active in my OBS because I haven't finished. There's a bunch of stuff that OBS has that VNAN does not yet. So I was just setting it up and I haven't had time to mess with it more. So once I have time to mess with it more, I'll figure out what to do. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim, and Maki practically left his signature at the scene. All this evidence clearly points to the defendant. That does explain how a blind person shot someone. Amira's song? Yes, Guitar Serenade. You noticed its code, too, did you not? Fox going wild! Wah, wah, wah. You noticed code, too, did you not? It's code. All events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held so tightly were stolen. The prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on the stage. Mr. Latus's life was taken by a bullet. The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar up together to the sky. That's mad. It's like a story out of some fairy tale. I admit I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were. Hey, you know, I was the one who first noticed that. What are you talking about, Pixels? I've heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing, it's a wild road out there, Air Judge. Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to next, the cross-examination. I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing. I believe Maki stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match the mirror or some. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this. Hold on. You guys like that? I've been waiting like 8 months for this.
Hold it!
Who would steal a body just to match some lyrics? I didn't believe it myself, but it can't just be a coincidence. It is Fraulein Detective says. Let's begin with the first verse, if you would, Fraulein Detective. What? You want me to sing it? You are the witness, yeah? Or do you want me to sing? I warn you, my fee as vocalist is not trivial. Fine, fine. Let's look at the first part of the lyrics, shall we? When you stole away the keys, my heart held so tight. Indeed, my favorite heart-shaped keyring was stolen that morning. Next, we go to the right page of the lyrics sheet. Where we find burning on in my heart, fire burned my love away, all away. As you know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame. Like a bullet of love, fire take my life away, all away. Mr. Lucius' life was taken by a bullet. Bravo, Fraulein Detective, you're singing. It's not bad. Now for the finale. Guitar up together to the sky. As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Lutus was found with a guitar high in the sky over the stage. No series of coincidences could be so well conceived. He's right, scientifically speaking. What would Watki have said? That concert was whack. It's hard to argue when she pours her heart into it like that. Anyway, the shooter. He moved the body to match Lemuror's song.
Hold it!
Does the prosecution have any idea why he do all this? You want me to scientific opinion? No clue. But he clearly had a reason to go through all that trouble. Some deep reason. A deep reason? Not only did he steal my keys, he torched my guitar. Unforgivable acts even if he had a reason. And worse if he had none. These complaints aside, I can't imagine someone doing this on just a whim. Fraulein Detective, I take offense to that description. And Fox Cyberpunk jacket. Indeed, it does seem too well rehearsed, shall we say. Do you think I should change all the names to be like something something Fox and Fox is at the end? Or leave it as it is? Yes, this crime was planned for sure. No one's country had a motive to kill the victim.
Hold it!
But Mr. Latus spoke English. He may have come to this country before. I looked into that, I assure you. Oh? It was his first time in this country, it seems. Apparently he learned English on his own. Great. You see, no one here had a motive to kill him, and certainly not in such an elaborate fashion. It does seem difficult to imagine. Unless our famous prosecutor did as a publicity stunt. What'd you say? Mr. Gavin, you just promote your song? Yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of, I was going off the short names, so I may have messed some up. I'll go through and double check them at the end, or at some point. I was more interested in getting them all in. Of course not, and I am quite dismayed by the ludicrous nature of her claim. Why would I need promotion? Everyone already listens to my music. Even in my textbook at school. Wait, really? I thought textbooks took ages to come out. Random Skippy outfits? Womp womp. And I never heard of them. What does that say about me? I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, Glimmer Boy. And Mockback left his signature at the scene. All this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Hold it!
What do you mean by signature? The bullet holes in the wall, of course. You know, I was gonna make it like just connect to every single redeem. Did the same thing. See, you can't see it. See, there's Tater in the way. Nothing you can do. Bullet holes in the wall, of course. Bullet holes? The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall. And that means what, exactly? That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. It can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It'd be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range. Difficult to miss, you say? Yep, showing lots of skin. Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim. No, you can't be serious. Aki, you can't see. That's why he missed. Hey, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he got shot through the window. And then they threw the gun in, and the gun fired on its own. It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly. That reminds me, the monitor in the room was blaring at the time. Yeah? Which hat? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound. A blind shooter. No wonder he missed. Knew his bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think justice. What do I do now? See, there are bullet holes left in the wall. As it proves, the shooter couldn't see. Oh, how so? There could have been a struggle with the victim. That's certainly possible. I mean, do you want me to make the potato last longer? I can. And it might have been the revolver's fault. The revolver? The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? The shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon. I could dislocate the shoulder. Exactly. Then Makitabe is, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. Get back alone would throw him off his aim. Convincing argument, to be sure. Ah, take that, smug prosecution, except we convinced the wrong side. Apollo? Huh? What? About Maki being tiny? And the gun throwing off his aim? Aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it? Oh. Does not matter why he missed. It matters that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. The defense seems to agree on that point. Yerk. Cripes, I really put my foot in it this time. Let's get the facts of the matter on the record. You would file detective? Well, let's add this to her testimony. Okay, here, I'll go in and make it last 4 minutes. How's that? I was just playing with it, so it should be easy to find. There we go. Alright, now it'll last 4 minutes. Or was this adds to her testimony, right? Say the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind.
Hold it!
Can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. Yeah, I've proven that. I would call it proof, per se, huh? You may have raised a possibility. The detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there is more evidence than just bullet holes. And it was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent.
Objection!
But wait, if he was blind, how do you know about the air vent in the first place? Ah, very good point. Well, Fraulein Detective, if you would care to explain. He doesn't seem sure of himself. Recall the crime scene, if you would. There's a stepladder. Greens are out of stock. Are you on mobile? I've only heard of that happening in mobile. The stepladder below the air vent. If it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Closure staff went around checking all the air vents. I don't believe it. Oh, womp womp. Potato. Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Maki Tobe. You'd have known that there would be a way out at the top of that stepladder. But that's... Why is it this is the first time I hear about this? You could figure it out for yourself. You only needed to consider what the stepladder was doing there. Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by the stepladder. Eat! I'm back. Well, Air Forehead? Out of ammunition, perhaps? I've never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive. Maybe he's caught the sin of blood. Oh, don't you have something? Anything? You know what we need. It's something to prove the killer could see. Gotta put him in his place. Oh, I have something! I can prove it! This might be a waste. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Okay, it's not a waste. I like it. I like that a lot. It's so silly. Okay, I might have to make this a permanent redeem. Sorry, I'm watching my, like, am I that narcissistic that I'm just watching myself and having fun? If the shooter decided would do it, that would take down one of their central points. Any evidence that can prove that, though? Fine, accept the prosecution challenge. As I knew you would, Air Forehead. What exactly am I up against here? Prosecutors are saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. Therefore, Maki, who was blind, did it. Just please present their evidence. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see. Present! This is that evidence. The photograph of the crime scene. They wiped out the words. Remember that happened in another case. I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face. This is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor. The crime scene. There's something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point. Perhaps you'd best show up to something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah? Very well, show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. This crime is... There. Contradiction is right here. Smeared bloodstains. I thought it was just my blurry vision. It really was blurry. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I've seen many times in this court. Someone says you wrote something. Ah, I get it. At least I think I get it. Get what, Fraulein? When Mr. Latouche was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh? Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. That seemed to be a distinct possibility. They wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. But I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that. Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. Neither would I. But how would you know it's there if you're blind? No one has anything else to say? About what? So the prosecutor accepts this? Do you agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out? What's your point? What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name? Mr. Lettuce was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was. Wait. Once he saw what it was. Well, what did you just testify about the shooter? I said they were blind. Ack! Bam! Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? Ah! I remind the court that the defendant, Maki Tobe, is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter. Impossible! Order! Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what all this means. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet, up until now... It seems I owe the court an apology. The Aveners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner. I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here. Hey, Paolo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't. He's about to tell us. Heh. I got an idea. Let's rock. With these documents. Before that, who even knows keeps running? You know, I did turn my head just now, but I didn't realize I turned it that far. I have a question for the Fraulein detective, if I may. Well, what? Tell me. Why do you think that Maki Tobe is blind? Huh? Well, what did he say? What are you saying? Of course he's blind. Of course. He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Labrador lead him around by the hand all the time? No way. I report here on the defendant, Maki Tobe. According to this, Maki Tobe can see perfectly well. What? His blindness is merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well. But you said... What did I say exactly? Your forehead, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fraulein Detective. But that's... A significant fact, yes. Consider, Maki Tobe sees, and he's the only one who could fled through the Vare vent. I see no problems with this. What about the bullet holes in the wall? Yes, bullet holes. I'll be Vare forehead neatly explaining those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It's the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. Ack. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. Urk. This is where the real fun begins, Air Forehead. Yarg! I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk. Just what was I in here for? Comic relief? Yeah, apologized. Ha. Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize. He's angered with the Trucy now. Look out. If we can please end the bickering now. Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come with some clue to solving this case if it kills me. But your testimony's already given us enough to convict the defendant. Oh, don't say that. Aha what? This bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? That seems to be what happened, yes? We might be able to find out what was really written here. Really? You can do that? That's right. With this. The luminol. Yeah, it's called luminol. Maybe you know of it. It's a chemical that reacts to blood. Alright, have we done those tests yet? As if I'm going to tell you. Bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps she's aggressive here in court now. Alright, let's get the bloodstains. Oh, that's just the carpet. They just pulled up the carpet. Right, go for it, Apollo. Huh? I have to do the test? You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple. A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. Right, ready? It's easy as pie. Just press space to spray an area. Here, give it a try. Eyes, the entire corner focus on me. Oh, your hand's shaking. Ugh, Gurga, let's do this. We couldn't do it a little bit more? Oh, it really works. And explains nothing. It was IPYX 314206. This must be the power of science. It says, oh, that's a double X. I thought that was a Y. Looks more like a Y to me. Okay. It's an IP address. Got it. Is that the killer's name? Maybe it is. The killer was a robot. Ah, I have it. So what is it? I thought those letters IPXX look familiar. It's an Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. Why would you write that number? Why would Mr. Latrus even know a number like that? Good show, Fräulein Detective. Rock on. Eh? Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Guardian, are you there? Come to the witness stand. Does he still have the crazy hair? He does. He's still dressed as a shark, too. He couldn't have changed clothes? Guardian, you heard what we need. Go check in his Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27. Huh. I'm not sure what to think of all this. Prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yeah, this number is really the head of an Interpol agent. Oh, wait. I know. What if Maki Tobe is really an undercover Interpol agent? That'd be a possibility. Possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain. Why did Latrus know an Interpol ID number? Maybe he was an Interpol agent. That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we await Dorian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? Why do I think it's the siren? I'm back to the mirror as the killer. So she had amnesia. She regained her memory and realized she's a criminal. But she had an Interpol agent watching her just in case. A curious mystery concerning Maki Tobe. What are you talking about? Fräulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. Hand me until that last bit. Womp womp. Does this not raise a rather straightforward question? Well, sure. Why did Maki pretend he couldn't see? Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Bare Forehead? Huh? Me? Maki Tobe pretended he was blind. One. Oh, look, Ostafox! He just can't see it. Do you know why? How can you know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time. Is something wrong? Do you think, perhaps, this is all some kind of game? Then the moment I heard that report, I knew why. I suppose people who have sold out over 1 million records really are something else. What does that have to do with anything? There's a reason why Maki Tobe pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. See in the picture now? It wasn't for himself. Well, Mr. Justice? Can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? I don't think I can. Oh, sightseeing. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna save though. Is it time? Alright, we'll go brush. And then we'll come back and we'll try to figure this out. Alright, hold on. Brushing. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. By the way, so I put those in as a joke, but I am gonna refund all of the joke redeems at the end of today, okay? I'm gonna refund them all at the end of today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're back. I'm gonna say I haven't a clue. I don't think we have it. I have no idea. Air forehead. I'm disappointed in you. That's you're merely feigning stupidity. Yeah? Keep up, wise guy. Recall the relationship of Flamoror and Maki Toei. In particular, their arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Flamoror and a pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she'd lead him to the piano. She'd walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind, or so we thought. She led him at all times. All times. All times. Okay, we know that Maki could see perfectly well. I'll give it a charade. What wasn't it for that part of their performance? A simple explanation, Air Judge. Maki doesn't need to be led by the hand at all. Which means... you don't mean... I do. It was the other way around. Don't need to be led by the hand. What's Lammermoor? What's this? So you mean to say that Lammermoor is... she's... blind as a bat, Herr Judge. What? What? I did not see that coming. Order, order, order. You're crazy, Prosecutor Gavin. Yeah, wasn't you supposed to be the landscape painter and sound or something? Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lammermoor herself? At least she is still in the witness waiting room. Apollo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me, I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined up until now. Hey, let's bring in Lammermoor. Lammermoor, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way, and yet I must. Please do not be concerned on my behalf. Those eyes, she really can't see, really? It is true. How funny it is that a tiny lad born in the Borginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world. So you are... Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lammermoor. Know, too, that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lammermoor. I see. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial, Air Forehead. What's that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Ah. Now, Lammermoor, I must ask you to stand once more. We testified at the court about your eyes? Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor? Oh, yes, of course. Though I admit I'm a little lost here. He's always lost. I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor. We're still on day 1. This trial is lasting a bit longer than usual. I have no memory of the light. I debated in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up my PR line before he knew this. As silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. But this is a murder trial. I apologize, it was part of my contract, you see. I have to keep my blindness a secret, no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would show us the truth in the beginning, when she said she saw nothing. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add? I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? There's one thing in her testimony that bothered me. That's the best we let you get out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well, the defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to witness. Okay. There's only one part that bothered me. So let me ask about that, and I'll be happy. Alright, what's the one part? So we only need to push on one part. Maybe, I don't know if we push on all of it or not. Remember the lights, between the world of darkness and sound. I pretend I could see. Everyone on staff knew, but no others. Let's push on that. You say your staff. Do you include Mr. Latouche? Of course. He's my manager. So he knew. And that's what's been bugging me. Something matter, Mr. Justice? I believe I know it's bothering our young defense attorney. You're thinking of when you discovered the body, yes? Yes? Is he right, Apollo? Yes, I was. He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Anyway, Mr. Latouche, tell me, who is the witness? The witness is... says... Siren. Just told me to ask the witness. He named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. Tisk tisk. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. I mean, what? There's no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Hear his last words once more. Witness. Siren. I've done many times, along with a little play acting by our defense. I read them well myself, but that statement is not what I refer. I knew what he said before that. Before? What came before that? Ack. That's right, he tried to tell you. He said, can't see. He wasn't talking about himself. He's talking about the witness. I see. That's Vince not. Well, Air Forehead. Try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. Irk. Order, order. Call Lemur's earlier testimony. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that. That's not the most important point here. The moment he was shot, Mr. Latouche witnessed her through the window. Why else would you have named her as witness? Ah, I really did hear them. 2 gunshots. And the man's voice. Unfortunately, this thing was impossible. The window was closed. They've already run a simulation, of course. But it's so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant. Your Honor. What is it, bailiff? Can you see we're in session here? We have the results back from the investigation. Investigation? Ah, the Interpol number that Mr. Latouche left us. Let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Present. Your report, please. Ask Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick work as always to Arian. Well, tell us about it. Tell us about the number. Is defendant a secret agent? IPXX 314206. The agent registered under this number? Romain Latouche. What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latouche himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. So when he wrote those letters, he was trying to tell us his own identity. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away. Latouche was an undercover Interpol agent. So him being Lemire's manager was just a cover, most likely. There's one other important detail I found. Well, out with it. Concerns that 45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently it belonged to Romain Latouche. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms. And the registration number on the revolver matched. The victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. Or, you know, someone in Texas, or, you know, most of the South, Midwest, probably a good place to find a revolver like that. I don't know, what do you consider like Montana? Is that Midwest? Idaho? I don't know. Probably most of the United States, I think. I have a shotgun. So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. I wonder how that ties into everything. See, this is one thing that kind of falls apart, because I'm pretty sure this originally took place in Japan. But they translated it to the United States and say, oh, this took place in the United States. But, you know, having trouble finding a gun does not fit the United States at all. Very easy to get a gun. Very easy. Like, I'm pretty sure that if I wanted to, I could probably have a gun by this weekend, a handgun. Without any ID, no background check. Anyway. It's gotta tie in somehow, you'd think. Yeah, somehow. Let's look into that first, Detective Pushin. It's great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. Actually, doesn't Walmart sell guns? Hold on. I think they do, don't they? Not handguns, okay. Except in Alaska. Oh, they do have a background check, though. But still, I think you could go to a gun show and buy a gun without any background check. What about all, Your Honor? I'll be heading out. Hold it! Who said hold it? Wait! Lemure, is something the matter? That voice just now. Darian? Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I'm sure of it. It was him? You weren't saying. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latus. When I heard the gunshots I fired, it was him. It was Mr. Darien. Is this some kind of joke? What? That's why he was late. No way. Coleman found in such a chaotic state that the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I've never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. I remember fingering Darien Christian. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really have been his voice Lamira heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it. Hey, no whipping out now, Apollo. To be continued. Alright, we're doing good. We're making progress. Alright, so go to day 2. Hi, Treeborn. How's it going? You're late again. Tardiness. Hey, Apollo. What? Well, you know, actually, nothing. Well, we have some new redeems if you want to check those out. I spent a lot of time working on them, so hopefully people like them. People seem to like them so far. I mean, I knew they'd be popular, but I wasn't expecting them to be that popular. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it. Spencer's giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking. If you had a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you. See, it's so vague. Clearly. Maki avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. Mr. Go about the number, I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. This is on cooldown. They shouldn't be on cooldown. Sure find their answer intriguing. IPXX 314206, the agent registered from this number was Romaine Lettuce. Now, the victim, Mr. Latus. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, we know who shot him now. Mirar told the whole court. Wait, that voice is down. It was him. I am sure of it. That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latus. When I heard the gunshots fired, it was him. It was Mr. Darien. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. Was he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I mean, that's an adult life for you. Wander around. I would say that, but he's been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he had said. Top secret? I mean, I can't just rely on him to save the day. And you got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine, right. Well, time's wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Darien did it. Or Dr. Baum in court today. It's Darien. Mama said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elven ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. That's a kind of plant. Here, I'll try turning them off and back on. Where is it? Where is it? There's one. Okay, there we go. I turned them off and back on. I don't know if that'll help reset them. You can also try refreshing. It's just be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right, did you just happen to look up on the stage? Maybe, at Darien even. You bet I did. He's one of the Gaviner's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh, right. All the Gaviners have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latus backstage. But Lummer heard him, did she? She heard Darien backstage, right? But he's either wrong or lying very badly here. Interpol agent, I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Oh, Interpol, they're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't you call them international police instead of making up some silly name? They just shorten international police. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamoror? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal, she couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearance, that's all I'm saying. Remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palm coin at 50 paces. Only where that's easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. What if something that has something to do with something? That's something being our case. Last something, I mean... something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What's Mr. Latouche up to? Ah! Trucy? What was it? Was that another one of your tricks? Wasn't me. You didn't make Mr. Hat laugh like that. That guy again! Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Grammari! Hey, the other day. Eek! Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He's wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Ballant. Uncle Ballant is your uncle? No, silly. He's the great Grammari. Ballant? Grammari. I don't know. The Grand Magician. Yes, it's I, the great Ballant Grammari. I see on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Ballant. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what's the great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I am quite down to earth when need calls. There's a certain aura to him. It's true. If that's not the case, Apollo. His aura is sure the lost arm magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Ballant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. Well, what? Daddy? You mean Mr. Right? No, I mean my real daddy. What? Why do they keep throwing curveballs? Trucy's real father? Wait, Apollo, don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammari. Troop Grammari, huh? No. But it sounds kind of familiar. Oh, lost life. Lamentably listless lad. You want Shock Fox? Do not know the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. They keep throwing out new random crap. I don't know what's going on. You know the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. Ballant Grammari. Name began to surface in my mind. His name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blow up an amusement park. Oh, he made all his gold disappear from my safe. Yeah, but when I did all those things, I was a criminal. And escaped from a high-security prison. Is he a magician? Open locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. And this is the true miracle of Troop Grammari. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammari. Yes, Zack Grammari. A masterful maker of magic, capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh. Oh, no way. Once upon a time, Troop Grammari included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Ballant Grammari, and my partner, Zack Grammari. This Zack was... he was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And he made me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Like, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons. Two, in fact. First being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valent. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Coliseum the first time in 7 years, I could fain not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And learned you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. It's a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend me dead. Heh. Well, it wasn't all my doing. Oh, I'm a defense attorney. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape. Right, so, a recording of the concert, no less. I brought it here for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Gramarye. Can you watch it? Let's watch it! Okay, we're gonna watch this. I'm not gonna try singing with her. I don't know how you sing this. Pleasure but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me. And now through the air I fly. We don't know. We haven't met that person yet. Whoa, whoa. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away. All the way. Like a bullet of love. Fire. Take my life all the way. Guitar, guitar. Up together. To the sky. Yeah, we never met the drummer guy, or the. Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So what's the word? Mysterious. There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. Ah ha ha ha. This valiant Gramarye has good reason to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at the concert. Can we? I want to use this thing on this thing. So you can't do this. So you see the spark right there. Alright, Alright, where are we heading? Why are we here? Wait, is there another concert? Oh, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. Weather matters for the investigation. Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? I'm sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I didn't have a home, thanks. I was ready to be try. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, "Objection!" Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Alright, is anything worth examining? Sunshine Coliseum sure is like the most stage today. It's huge. Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday I'll fight my first battle on the stage. Battle? Well, yeah, it's a Coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy. Really? I had no idea. Wonder why they stopped. Hey, did you guys ever hear about the they were bringing back gladiatorial arenas, but they were using weapons that were not like they weren't using sharp weapons. They had like 5-on-5 combat. I don't know. It seemed like a good idea. But I think it wasn't in the United States. I think it was in like Australia or something. No idea. I wonder why they stopped. Don't worry about her. Alright, get this. Look, a blimp. Those balloons next to it have sponsor ads on them. Let's see. Big sale. All shirts 50% off. I almost said skirts. Almost an ad for the department store next door. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. Giant plastic Gavin stares out over the arena. Maybe I can take it to the office when they're done with it. That's like 20 feet tall. Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing to the front door. Now put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business. As long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute. When anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me. It's part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Look at the puppy! What's that? Creature there. Oh, that's the police mascot, the Blue Badger. And it's life-size. Haven't you seen them around town, patrolling the streets? Yes, not even Law and Order has a mascot. I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky. I don't think you're showing the true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo. I don't think there's anything here. Do we talk? Nope. Oh, maybe we just go inside. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lamoureux. I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You're merely defending Maki. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. That does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you know who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh. You must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. That's what you claimed yesterday, but how? That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescendo's voice at the scene of the crime. I could call him Crescendo. Whatever. I don't know his name, but I never forget a voice. Wait, Lamoureux, is something the matter? That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. No way. As I sit in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That's when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something. Next moment I heard those gunshots. Why don't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening. I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So it really was Darian's voice that she heard. Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. I met Maki for my debut as Lamoureux. I was singing in a restaurant in Borgania. He was playing the piano. Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? Did Maki pretend he couldn't see? Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Maki. Pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He'd write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He's a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Like we never harm a soul. I still don't know what's on with this headset. I seriously, okay, I get, you know, a crime happened, but who would leave that there? It's either evidence or somebody needs to put it away. It's gonna get broken. About Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. Guess that's what it means to be undercover. If someone was after him, they had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I don't understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. That's my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from my memory. Clouded, right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. Real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? Oh, I saw something. Where did I see it? Well, what was this? I heard it. I don't remember where I saw it, but, it was... We stopped checking for monsters under our bed when we grew up and learned that monsters are inside of us. Your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lemuror. I don't know why that... Fox going wild! Womp womp. I work for the darkest in the darkest, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it for that you said about not being able to remember the light? Nope, it's a potato. What was you said about not being able to remember the light? I don't know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lemuror is lost to me. I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Think your past might be related to his case? No way, that seemed really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lemuror. I thank you. Maki too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. You know, I saw this, I've seen this trope in movies and stuff, where someone loses their memory for whatever reason, and their personality shifts. And then the person that the new person gets the option of going back to the old person, like, no, I like the way I am now. I don't want to. Or maybe they say, okay, we'll go back. But usually they act like it's them dying. I won't look at this thing again. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. It's small, maybe no one's noticed it. I kinda want to pick it up. You make a cool souvenir, don't you think? It does stick out in my mind for some reason. I want to pick it up. Can I pick it up? Oh, never mind. On the investigation. Be backstage and have his grammar stop banned here. Alright, let's move. Let's go in, let's start here. Let's just check, see if there's anything here. Okay, there's not. I didn't think there would be. Alright, so I'm gonna check. I'm assuming there's gonna be something in the dressing room. This dressing room. Okay, maybe not. Okay, they moved the body. Well, it means that the body got moved. Hey, look. A part of the cabaret has been torn up here. Shouldn't they have taken the gun? They just leave the gun here for anybody to just come pick up? Hey, look, part of the carpet's been torn up here. That's the part we did luminol testing on in court. Luminol, right. And I couldn't stop thinking. Who's going to pay for this carpet? As long as it's not us. Maybe. The shooter? I guess it's true what they say. Crime doesn't pay. I hope the carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing holding you back. Can I look at the window? This is the window where Lemuror saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kind of hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she'd hear it. Yeah, the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in the dressing room. Well, it sure don't make much for clue. It's not into makeup yet. Oh, I didn't keep the luminol. I don't have my fingerprint stuff. I was hoping I could fingerprint that. This one heavy duty bouquet there. I have trouble thinking of flowers as being heavy duty. They call lots of things heavy duty. Not flowers, they don't. What about a heavy scent? I think you mean heady. What if flowers were plastic? They still wouldn't be heavy. Okay, what if they were out of metal? What, like a magnolia made out of steel? Was that a movie? Steel Magnolia? This may make me feel like really old, but I seem to remember seeing a tape, like a VHS tape, at some, like either my grandparents or my parents, like way back, with Steel Magnolia written on it. And I know we used to record. They used to record movies. I don't want to say we record. I did. It was before my time. But they used to record movies on VHS tapes off of cable TV. Because I remember when I was little, my parents would take me to my grandparents to babysit. They would be babysitting, not me. And my grandparents had Back to the Future. They had the whole trilogy on VHS tapes. And I used to watch Back to the Future because that was the only movie they had. Or the only movie series they had. And so I'd watch Back to the Future. I'd watch it over and over. It's good times. Exactly. I hope all my fans don't start throwing metal flowers at me. Please don't throw metal flowers at me. It's one of those permanent dryers you see in hair salons. Is that what they're really called? Permanent dryers? But look, a beautician, I just know they dry your hair and give you a permanent. This doesn't sound very glamorous, you know. Okay, how about a perm machine? Or you just go more simple like permer. This isn't a bad game, thinking up official names for things. Not that makes the name actually official or anything. A stack of presents for Lemore. Stars always get the biggest presents. You know, you gave me a present, Apollo. Here, have a piece of candy. Gee, thanks. She must not get a lot of presents. Poor girl. You know, I used to, like, get excited by a piece of candy, but now it's to the point that there is so much candy at work. Like, it seems like every single department has a bowl of candy. And that's not even talking about, like, oh, they brought in donuts, or they brought in cookies, they brought in brownies. Like, if you didn't care that the department would get mad at you, you could just go and, like, scavenge food from, like, all over the place every day. You would never need to buy food. Murder weapons, so it belonged to Mr. Latus. It makes me normal revolvers look like water guns. Latus was a big man. How about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? Let's look at the bullet holes. Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That wall really was something else. What if someone as little as me could even fire it? So getting your shoulder would kind of put a crimp in your stage career. Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe I could loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. No, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. I bet he does. Right after the shooting took place, Lemore tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. That fits with the other stuff we know. You think the timing when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. The shooter must have used that to climb up to the vent. All this tragedy because someone left a stepladder here. I don't think Mr. Latus was shot because of the ladder. Think it was Maki? I guess. That air vent is pretty small, after all. Is that prove he's at the scene? Did he escape in the time between the gunshots and us opening the door? Look, it's a fruit. Fruit, Apollo, fruit. I heard you for the first time. Sure is a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss it. A bit of watermelon. I know, I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not, they might make it you pay for it. If you have the money for that, you should probably repaint the office first. Watermelons that expensive? These could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. It fills a candy bowl at the hospital laboratory. She works with the opposite sugar-free suckers. Oh, I've actually been very good. Ever since I got that weird high sugar test. Well, I tend to not eat a lot of candy anyway. I basically didn't eat any candy for like 3 months. But then since I got the normal sugar test, I've had 2 pieces. So I've had 2 pieces in what, like a week? Like 7 days? I don't know. What's today? Today's Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. So like 7 days since I got my results back. So, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with that track record. As opposed to the people that like grab handfuls of it. Alright, let's see. Anything else? There's the TV again. That's one of the biggest, most expensive looking TVs I've ever seen. I should never own one. Never's kind of harsh, Trucy. Well, how about for all eternity, then? Same difference. Alright, I don't think these are what we need to be looking at. As for another show, this summer, Illegal Eagles production case closed. Look at that performance group. Turns out they're all law enforcement related, too. Apparently, their serious portrayal of a law and order is a big draw. It sounds so boring. It's probably pretty interesting. You're a complicated man, Mr. Apollo Justice. Oh, we need to look at the grate, too. Governor's poster. How many of those did they put up, anyway? Why should Gavin look so cool on stage? You should learn to play guitar, too, Apollo. You can accompany my magic act. It'd certainly be a novelty act, if nothing else. I'll think about it if I ever lose my attorney's badge. I found Maki Tobe's fingerprints on that air vent. Hey, Mopar, how's it going? What's with the long face? It's a little lackluster, you know? Lackluster. I mean, use the air vent is so obvious. No audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that. I think it must look different through a magician's eyes. It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window. Don't go there, you'll get your head stuck. Oh, no, pretty good. Big reminder of the stage was blaring at the time of the shooting. Feel a model for such a nice place. I guess they don't care about sound quality back here. Once you can hear it. Not that a loss of fidelity could also make the music worse. Good speakers must cost a lot. You have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? That's almost $600. $5 a month? Poor Trucy. It just finds out you need to buy 2 speakers for stereo. Partition maybe? No? Alright, I think we're done here. Wait, I got an achievement. What achievement did I just get? Hold on. Trucy's woes. I haven't learned about Trucy's monthly allowance. Okay, we got an achievement for that. Alright, I guess we need to go on stage now. Nothing new here either. That's a big instrument case. It's a case for contrabass, I think. Between I think we already did. We had this conversation. Okay, violin is a completely different instrument. You fit 5 Trucy's in there, I bet. Can you compare me to an instrument? I left this thing open like that. Yeah, I don't see anything new here. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Alright, back to the detention center. Okay. Maki may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. They don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right. The air vent. And he lied. Lied? Maki Tobe could see. But he still can't speak English. Ah, Maki. Always must learn to speak to the devil. It looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. We can try, though, since we're here anyway. Might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think it's actually a word for me. Trial today. So what did you think of the trial today? Ooh, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, also ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. If he's found not guilty, we win. Maki might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? What? Why is my bracelet pulsing? I've got a lot more testified. What a great person. She even got Maki off the hook by naming another suspect. Darn the Governor's detective. I wonder if Maki knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all, and no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey, what is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. I was imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just I couldn't help but feel that... I don't know. Maki. He doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Is that bad? Maki lied about not being able to see. What if it's not that... That's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. Go back, Maki. So, Maki, you can see, right? Maki can see and Lumber can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information on Maki. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. He said, I'm sorry, I cannot speak for your language. You're very beautiful. Fair maiden. That's why I never trust a translator. He said, same thing. Alright, there's something we gotta find here. Your performance again. It was even better than the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? We teleported from one stage to the other? Remember? Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valiant Grammar. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grammar made me swear I'd never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. How do you be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know? I'm reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? I was walking this hallway before. I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? I've been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What do you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. Wonder whose this is. These are for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. Hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Galvin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. Can I put it on? Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on staff is wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Looking for that, little buddy. This is Trucy reporting in. Over. Why sudden silence? No one answered. Don't be silly. What goes a receiver that doesn't receive? It's like Emma not performing forensic investigations. Make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on stack ooze. Alright, I think we need to go back. Alright, let's just double check. We're gonna go pop into all the rooms, see if anything new pops up. Okay. Wait, silver? Not really. The things we need most of right now are coal, iron, and, gold. Ah, Boba! Alright, we're not getting anything new. Alright, let's go back. Let's show the headset to, what's his name? I think we can't just go. Nope, no good. Okay. nothing. What's this? You would ask me for a miracle? Then thy wish be granted. Thy will be done, thy evidence evicted into the ether. No evicting, please. Are all missions like this, I wonder? Okay, I don't think there's anything to do with this. We gotta find something here. Let's go on the stage. Maki plays so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Maki a pianist? That's like throwing him in the same class with Daddy. I must try didn't hear that one. I thought we'd been over all this. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related. Doesn't a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo, please? No, no fiddling. You'll break something. If you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. Is it time to brush again already? No, we still got 7 minutes. Good. This looks kind of expensive. I still can't believe we found Maki and Mr. Latus up on top of that tower. Oh. Yeah, I just don't like high places. Now I hate them. It's not going to have been nicer if we found a dead body close to the ground. That reminds me, Daddy's bad at heights too. Huh, no kidding. Think about a Ferris wheel I ride a while ago, you know. Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled objection over and over. Poor guy. You're just jealous you can't be a potato. That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Because I got nothing back here. I thought we touched everything. I feel like the key is here. But I already looked at everything. I already looked at everything in here. You think it is in the Governor's dressing room and I just missed it? Alright, I only went in there for a second. I didn't actually examine anything in there, so let's go in and start examining stuff. I'm missing something. There's no air vent in here. It's decorated like a high school dance. I think our decorations are paper, not chains. The chains part of their image. Yeah, we already did this. Oh, we already saw this. Stack of Limmer's postcards. There it is. Landscape painted on sound. Let's try to pretend you can see when you can't. Yet the way she sings so effortlessly. You think she had life easy. Some people are just impressive like that. You know it. This makes me think about how much further I have to go. Hope we can solve this quickly and not add to our troubles. There's gotta be something. Is it in here? I feel like I'm just clicking on the same things over and over again. You can hear it's the same as the one in Limmer's room. I wonder if this one was bearing as loud as hers. I don't see a volume control anywhere in the room. I guess they give all of the rooms equal treatment. Equal punishment. Random Fox. We got Pearl Fox. The Red Badger. We already saw this. We saw this. We saw all these things. Alright, Stubbornness of Age. There's nothing new here. Reset. Well, this time you reset your own. I do have to present something to her? Think you could tell me about this? I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is somewhat limited. I know I've heard or felt. Okay, that explains why she didn't show it back to when I showed her stuff the other day. She's still pretending she couldn't see them. Don't know anything. World? What about the world? Alright, no good. I'm just running through everything. We are sure of the tape. Can I spread this headset, Lemora? Said that all concert staff were wearing one. That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on staff had one, of course. And all the band members, too, I should think. Broadshoes, Gavin, and his lackeys had them on, too, then? They're quite helpful, though limited. Why are you resetting? What's going on? That's why 3 resets? What's going on? Only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And strong signal won't interfere with the sound system. Oh, that makes sense. You think someone would notice if they dropped their only communication lifeline. How is this one lying here? Wait, is that the key? No, there's no cooldown on reset. Wait, we gotta put some new. Some new popped in. What we got? Munch, munch, munch. Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch for that. Such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as scrumpy as ever. Am I supposed to be happy? Give me a second degree in court and prosecutor Gavin makes you look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left? Alright, let's check. Okay, we're at 25 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a brushing break. I'll be right back, okay? We're gonna brush. Need to hit refresh. We're like 20 seconds early, but I think it'll be okay. 12 seconds early. Alright, I'll be right back. Boop. kind of bad. We still got 40 seconds though. 40 seconds. I will tell you guys this. So I started doing push-ups. Because I'm tired of my arm hurting, and so I'm trying to see if I can do push-ups and see if I can just build up my strength on off days. So if I do like, I didn't do a lot. I did one yesterday just to see, and it was okay. So I did 5 today. So I'll probably do 5 for a while, and then see how that goes, and then see if I want to do more. More push-ups. Just slowly working my arm back up. So you're talking about the bloodstained Mr. Toulouse lab. Our department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? That bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. I know Miss Letouce was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why Chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. There's my reward. Snacks. Are chocolate snackos popular down at the precinct or something? I've never heard of them. Is that an actual thing? No, fictional. They're fake. They're fake food. It's all fake food. Why is it all fake food? I don't know. Mysteries. Mysteries of life. Munch, 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 munch. I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Hey, my guess, you're not going to find any clues in here. But I did find something strange. Something strange? What'd you find? I have a bears a quota for the year, that's for sure. That's a good thing, isn't it? It's like, they showed one up close earlier, or yesterday. It was like, it almost looks like a hot dog, but it's like chocolate. And so I think it's like chocolate covered pretzels. Because that will give you the crunch and also the chocolate covered pretzel sticks. That's what I think it is. So it gives you the crunch and it gives you the chocolate. How? I mean, think about it. Not to be embarrassed about anything else all year. Oh, it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. Makes me even more suspicious now that we know he can't see. He could have seen the air duct, he could have shot the revolver. That's not how it sounded in Lamiro's testimony. You were saying she heard Detective Darren's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I pretend I didn't hear that. Was that true what she said in court today? You know about the case? While everything was happening according to those song lyrics? Smart Fox! The guitar serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. First, Pastor Gavin's heart-shaped key ring was stolen. Then Lamira flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, the bullet took Mr. Letouce's life. And he went up in the sky with the guitar. Well, 15 feet up at least. It's kind of hard to chalk it up a coincidence. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You don't think I did it? Don't have to worry about that girl. Something strange, what we got? So what did you find? It's so little, I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Or some advice, I think. I haven't a clue what. That was like a bomb. Or, see, that's like a lighter. I don't know. This sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Like on a Beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must be using an electronic signal of some sort. Electronic signal, you say? Can we examine? Nope. Court record. Nope, we didn't get it. Can we not look at it? It's not in the court record. How are we supposed to look at it? You think you could take a look at this, Emma? Munch, munch, munch. Emma? Munch, munch, munch. Rate of chewing is increasing. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh, stupid allergies. Yeah, they had that one cell phone guy. Better back off before it's too late. Can you take a look at this? Nope, she's chewing. Okay. Alright, let's check in this room. Nope, no good. I've still got one. My first cell phone was a flip phone, I think. I found a cell phone in my stuff that I don't remember. Is that weird? I'm looking for something new. Can we present this? No, we need something like jaw-dropping. I'm struggling here. No, I just kept it in my purse. Why would I have a phone strap for it? What is the purpose of a phone strap? I don't understand the purpose of a phone strap. I don't understand what they're for. What are they for? To be in style? Oh, no, I never had that. I did know a girl, it was very funny, she had one of those, fuzzy purses, you know the ones that had the, like the animal fur? But not like real animal fur, like fake fur. She had one that was, it was pretty big. And it had like this really soft, like rabbit fur. And she had it in school. And she had her cell phone in it. And she had her phone on vibrate. So at some point, the teacher was walking by, and it started vibrating, and I guess the teacher didn't see it real clearly, and just all of a sudden saw this furry thing start moving, and just like panicked and thought it was an animal. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing here. This window where Lumber saw the crime scene. I wish it was that simple. How hard to see a crime when you can't see? You should hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Are you sure it's some other way? Carpet's been torn up here. We already said that. Luminol? What's Luminol? It's luminol. Get it right. Emma's kind of scared when it comes to science. Let's learn the word and not inside her with wrath again. Her weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Latouche. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I guess that makes sense. But see, we weren't supposed to have phones in school. Alright, she's not very helpful. Why'd they have to commit their crime according to the song? Seems like it'd be more trouble than it's worth. Maybe they were trying to throw off the investigation. That's certainly possible. Risky, don't you think? Just carrying someone as big as Miss Latus would be tough enough. Maybe it's Dacky Fiend, but sometimes she actually makes some sense. Nope, that didn't help us. I got mine when I started driving. So it's probably like 16. That's an info issue revolver, right? Which means it belonged to Mr. Latus. He must have had it to begin with. Sounds that way. So if it was Maki, or we say Maki stole it from Mr. Latus? That's really hard to imagine him doing. There's something here. Fast maturity fox? Well, I was working, and so my parents were worried about me getting stuck on the side of the road at night. And so they got me the phone. Random Fox, we got the black party dress. Hey, Zelik, you got Cabell's luck. I presented everything to her, so I don't know what we're gonna get here. I tried the detention center. I mean, when I got my phone, I wasn't allowed to text anyway, because texts were expensive. Why? Like, I'm going back and forth. There's like, the only person who has anything useful is here at the detention center. Do I have to present everything? No good. What's your PV phone, your first phone? It's gotta be the detective, right? It's gotta be Emma. I just don't know what to say to her. I remember one time my phone died and I had to use a payphone. Because I stopped at a gas station and I had a flat tire and I made it to a gas station. And the gas station wouldn't let me call because they were afraid it was going to be long distance. I was like, is long distance still a thing? Apparently it was. You know, you're a bit like Mr. Wright. He always carried his badge around too. Huh? He did it so he'd never forget who he was, or his duty as defender. Something like that. Pretty noble, really. Guess there really isn't a need for me to carry this around. I seem to have made a decent impression. She's busy eating. I showed her the gun, I think. sure it is, since she ignored it. No good there. No good there. Wait, maybe show the... Nope, no good. Did you find... Electronic signal of some sort. Electronic signal, you say? The latest bullets tore through this thick wall. We're getting the same dialogue with a little bit extra. Oh, nothing extra. We already saw that. People monitoring the stage. It's burning the time of the shooting. Pretty old models for such a nice place. I already did all this. So we found out she only makes $5 a month. Okay. That's the air vent with Makitobe's fingerprints. What's with the frown? Can't a girl frown anymore? Is that a crime? Heck, no, of course not. I just meant Makitobe's fingerprints are on that air vent. Why would his fingerprints be there if he wasn't the shooter? It's not a question I want to have to answer in court. Get the frown off your face. One stick in the mud per crime scene, please. Guess girls can frown, but defense attorneys can't. Alright, what do we got? We got nothing. I'm not sure what we're missing. I mean, we're presenting her with everything, too. There's nothing to look at. Blue Badger, the police mascot. There's a guy outside in a giant Blue Badger costume. Let me about. He's nothing more than those Gaviner's posters. All the same, he's a bad mascot too, you know. Can't picture Prosecutor Gavin going for that kind of thing. Neither can I. I bet there's a story there just waiting to be told. She wants to steal Samurai Soda. What's that, a drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai Soda, told you. Yeah, my treat. Hey, this is enough change. Concert poster. She wants to say innocent as charged. Yep, told you. We've already seen all this. We're just wandering in circles. over and over, and my back itches for some reason. In which case, there's great music actors you can do with these, blah blah blah. Nothing interesting is happening. We've talked to them. I want to know why we can't use this on the tape. Can we use this on the tape? It's just the same thing. What does autoplay do? I don't know. Doesn't even do anything. I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be doing. Wait. The brooch. We see the brooch right there. I'm still wearing the brooch. Taco! Taco, nom 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 nom. Eat taco, nom 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 nom. Eat taco. She's still wearing the brooch right there. There it is. It's gone. Brooch is gone. It's gone. I think. Yeah, it's gone. It's not there. I don't know, brooch? Probably. See, it's right there. When she comes back, it's gone. You can clearly see it's not there. You can clearly see it's not there. That's gonna be important at some point. But I don't know how that helps us right now. This is the only one we haven't examined fully, so whatever, we examined everything. So we have to mark lipstick here. Lipstick, I'd like to wear lipstick someday. I saw this. That's why this is one thing that gets me about some of these things. It's like, okay, we can repeat the same thing over and over again, but it makes it look like it's fresh. It's not fresh. Like, this still have a check mark. Nothing new here. It's all the same stuff. It's all the same. The plastic soup. My plastic bowl stew sitting there. Maybe I use it for interrogation. Yep. And they do good, they eat it and then kind of has plastic. We already did all that. We did that. The gloves. Heavy duty gloves. Can't do any magic tricks with those. Can't fit anything in the sleeves. See? Can't fit a pigeon in. Mr. Groomer poster doing here. Rock on with the police. They're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band. That's silly. Who named a band the police? Yeah, we made that joke yesterday. Because there was a band called the police. Please inform Stan. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, now we've been through this place. I told you there was nothing in here. Alright, what do I do now? We showed her every single thing. Are we missing something? I feel like we've been everything to both these two. We've been everything to everyone except the magician guy. We can go back to the right detective agency and see if he has anything more to say. We've examined everything. We're just kind of just spinning our wheels at the moment. You found boots? That's good. Is anything important? Oh, nope. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of that song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about Lemore vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that? Guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice. Shouldn't be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you. That's why you were at the concert. Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. You're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course I am, like a deity. With the stage to my domain. I suffer no mystery upon this floodlit boards not grasped, tightly twixt my fingers. Is a potent primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now, Trucy, that's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not doing a murder investigation, it's not. Made known, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Thought that the terrible occurrence happened later. After my illusion entranced the audience. Oh, don't need to ask, I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. So, whose side are you on? I, Valiant Grimray, now make my leave, Miss Trucy. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valiant. You should stay a while. I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I've been asked to assist in analysis, and I shall sink back to the scene. So you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you'll call me, come to the Coliseum. Okay, let's go. See you later, Crocodile. With a rose cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out to the door. Normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Not Grimmy. Got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made the mirror disappear. And now he knows Trucy and her real father. Let's go. Oh, move. Alright, he's somewhere in here. Alright, so we managed to trigger something new. He's gotta be here, right, on the stage? I saw him. Is that the one Lemur was seeing? Yeah, you're right. Guitar Serenade. I'd love to do a show on stage like this. Come to see that. The house is full, and it's one the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh. That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Aha! It isn't Miss Trucy! Indeed it is. Uncle Valent. What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure I'm not amiss. Lemur tail plate illusion. Oh. Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. Something about my exciting examination, I happened to notice that piano. I remembered that Fairlay's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us. I was wondering about the show that night of the murder. Mor's vanishing act was pure illusion, right? Indeed. Purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear. Like a dream. Like a dream." Yeah, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It's a challenging task, and so I accept it. She disappeared from the top of the tower. But in order to move, you would have to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I am a professional among professionals. Illusions are custom made for a time and place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Gramarye are concerned. So, you were here to check up on your trick to make sure it went well. Well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos. That piano over there troubles me. It troubles you. Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. Well, let's go examine it. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. Okay, you should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime. No good, he can't play either. Kind of feel bad for the guy now. Hey, now's a big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew. Did you make that noise just now? Oh, you like this one? Which one is this? This is Wafu, I think. Not to be confused with waifu. Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. I'll take a look under the hood. Sounds like a camera, huh? Look, this is stuck between the strings. Looks like some kind of switch. I must have thrown this into the piano. The switch sitting here, tempting me to push it. Don't, you might blow it up the whole Colosseum. Oh, please. Think that every stage strange switch triggers a bomb. That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut on our busy times. Alright, Tracey PI, please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room. Switch as big as a razor, turn on a razor? Okay. Alright, let's keep talking. I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort. You're trying to rely on my memory. It's not a good, strong subject. That sort. Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, you just read your mind. Follow? Everyone tells him that, and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician and genius of his time came down among us. His name was Magnifi Gramarye. You see, he began the great troupe Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. Were there even screens back then? I do have a vague memory of something like that on TV. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Guys from Magic no longer heard the TV screen, a barren waste stripped of illusion. But that's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. You start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skill at these small venues, always waiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramarye, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean? Yes, Zach Gramarye. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago. There's no name higher than Gramarye in showbiz circles. None. Alcia's return to glory! New lotion. It might take a climate on a lotion. Got it. Okay. Alcia's return to glory. Aye, Valiant Gramarye. Valiant and Zach. Oh, this lotion smells better than my last lotion. I like it. Our founder, Magnifique Gramarye, was truly a genius, worker of miracles. I'll never forget that one. The one I saw when I was little. Putting on lotion. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zach and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zach were shining stars in Gramarye to crown. Cool, huh? And Zach Gramarye was my daddy. Now that Magnifique and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Gramarye, who brings the Gramarye miracle back to the big stage. I'm rooting for you. Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill, coming up. How do you manage to get off the topic of case so quickly all the time? Alright, let's go show this thing to, what's your name? Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. I don't know what's for it, though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma, isn't that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? I'm trying pressing the switch. Ouch! I told you it looked like a lighter. It's on fire, Emma. Emma's device is on fire. It's a big idea. Back. Oh, now we know what this is an igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. You lit me up, that's for sure. You don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose, at least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo, let's ask Emma more about this switch. Now she has some first-hand experience. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you weren't the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here just with you talking. Anyway, now we know it's a remote for an igniter. Let me see that thing for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. Signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh? Instantly, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from Lemroy's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. Also looks like it would cover the stage. Kinda seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation. I'll have to look for more clues elsewhere, then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck. I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Alright, I think we know what to bring. Alright, we gotta go back to the Tinja Center. And we're gonna show this igniter. Uh oh, never mind, we got caught up here. What's going on here? Oh, this guy. What, come to laugh at the murderer? Darian. That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They'll let me work while I'm suspect. Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are in these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. But Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. How about rock salad? Rock salad. So, about your alibi. You have to ask. Shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. Music was blaring when we heard the gunshots. I found Mr. Latouche, dead. There are 10,000 witnesses who saw me, too. Right there on that stage. The guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. They're trying to yell at me. It's Lammermoor's fault. She's the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. I never talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? Can't let you work? Can't let you work. Gavin says I gotta lie low until the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin a stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's just straight as an arrow, man. That means depressed. You hear him whine the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This power's off. Which is that? Huh. Take a guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. He's just a perfectionist, that's all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all your albums. Man's fine too, Gavin. Can write a good tune. I'll give him that. Don't think of it. I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, yeah? He's out of the prosecutor's office, most likely. Prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to go see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell him I went into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened, really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping up the dump on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong, and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? Take Darian Crescend. He's one strong I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. It seemed like we had an epiphany, but we didn't stay. Alright, we can go here. I was gonna go for the other place, but we'll go here now. I think it's La Mirror. La Mirror. Shot through the window. So this is it. The governor's head office. It's not the band's office. It's the prosecutor's office. Yes, that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object. Whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. Oh, I guess I'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf really quiet like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'd just be waiting. Quietly. So he won't notice. What if you heard something scandalous about the band? Should make a good reporter for Gossip Mag. What, a replica? So obviously after it in the first place. Yeah, Latouche. Latouche. Look, don't talk to me about those Borganians, okay? Just give me that report. Chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? How is this one? I start to miss Darian. Huh? Hiya. Teehee. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough teehee in the world. In any case. Have a seat. We need to run an ad soon? How are we doing? 16 minutes? That's not bad. That's your Gavin the Philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see? Huh? Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gaviners? Or Prosecutor Gavin, Scourge of the Courtroom? What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Let's look around first. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar for the concert, isn't it? I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had specialists analyze the guitar instantly. Oh? Did you find anything out? Didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. The results I came up with were intriguing. How'd that guitar tie into everything that went on? That's something we should ask about. More guitars? Look at all the guitars. Why so many? You never have too many guitars. They're like my lovers. I just hear him say that. Backup guitars, Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash the guitars at the end of the show. No wonder it's so hard to make as a musician. You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo. And break his guitars while he watches? That might be a little too rocking. Of course, I would never do such a thing. You know, I was walking out. Yeah, I think the blind woman did it. I was walking out of work today and I had my coat on, I had my sunglasses on, and somebody said I looked like a rock star with my hair blowing in the breeze and the big sunglasses. Did I say they're like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor. Gavin, prosecutor Gavin, god of rock. Smart fox. I still have no idea why it says hello there. I know I probably turned hello there into this, but who knows. Music's liberating, yeah? I sit here gazing down upon the city, writing my songs. Try working on cases. It's the same thing. I write lyrics the same way to corroborate evidence. There's a harmony between the lyric logical mind and the primal spirit within. So hard to admit you like staring out your window and daydreaming. What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused. I just wondered where the work chair in his office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. It's a massage chair, isn't it? It has an ergonomic, adjustable office. I love the ones with vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong? No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation. What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum. It was chewing it when the phone rang. Should I put it on the plate for later consumption? Being a rock star could afford a fresh stick. Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? It's like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What's this creepy thing? Object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. What a replica. What was he after in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Mr. Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who, us? I tried to stop him, really. But he forced me to. Hey, you're the one digging for a scandal, Mr. Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover Mr. Latouche was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what you know about it? Alright, so we got another thing to ask about. Wow, look at that stereo. Being a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case. It's such a huge speaker. It must be really loud. This room is completely soundproof, of course. Really? That place I can hear when the neighbors turn the VCR on to record something. Even get Mr. Wright to talk to them. Random Fox. We got Empress Fox. Work something out. And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training. Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too. This space shows all the evidence for the case. Look, Apollo, he's got 3 televisions. Hey, don't look at those too closely. I'm still sorting out the details. Each monitor shows evidence for a different case. He does them all at once. Wish I had 3 TVs. What would you possibly do with 3 television sets? I look laid back and relaxed, but in reality, I'm quite busy, you know. I'm living life at turbo speed, doing magic, going to school, investigating cases. But if I had 3 big TVs, I could watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch a crime drama all at once. First 2 seem useful, I suppose. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's talk. Oh, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today? Yes. I always read the TV section. That's nice. I don't have room for 3 monitors. I'd have to figure something out. Girl, how about you, Air Forehead? I read the funnies. Then you would not have seen this. Concert Tragedy, Prosecutor's Deadly Song. Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know. Oh, does that have anything to do with the case? When I came back from the trial, my phone had been ringing off the hook. How's it feel to take a man's life for the song? You ever hummed a man all the way to death row? You think you could sing to me over the phone? Not really. It'd have to be over there. It'd be behind my mic stand, so it'd be kind of blocked by the mic stand. It's endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey. Oh, is that a newspaper over there, too? Ah, yes, the Borghini Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Oh, if I go up, then it's gonna be up there, and, there's, I don't know. I mean, you see my setup. I showed the whole thing. I just don't know where, more stuff would go. I'd have to get a wider desk. Thanks, but I can't read Borghinian. That's right. Suffice to say, this is big news over there as well. I didn't go as far as to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Borghinian could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalist didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it, myself. Last time we showed at the place, a lot more testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I imagine. Which is why I had Darian step down from the investigation for now. They ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lumber was my invited guest, so it was a rather delicate situation. I understand how much I want to solve this case, quickly, if possible. I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. He wrote it with Lumberoris, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I'd gone to tour Borghinia's legal system, as a matter of fact. So someone's been off for a year? That's where you heard Lumberoris' voice? It's a small jazz club. I left that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I need sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and wrote a song right there, backstage. Maki on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on guitar that I borrowed from Lemurora. And music history is made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo, say. It's a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. That very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump. It's a piece of history. It's only brown, not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. I've heard that song anyway. Why does guitar suddenly catch on fire? The freaking igniter in it, maybe? Do you think you could show it to us? The charred, slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? It's a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. For everything a woman like Lemurora. How'd it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. Stars from Borginia? That is, we couldn't carry it on the plane. Change in air pressure immediately ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lemurora's studio. Made a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right into my office for me. Pristine and untouched. City prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. Straddle guitar. It's too bad it got burned. So if it got sent to him a year ago and hasn't been opened since, that means it couldn't have been Latouche. What was it you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? That's right. What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called a sound hole. Oh, that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. Broken device? Yes, this, in fact. Hey, it's another one. The examiner's busy with the evidence for the case now, however, so we'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd. The device looks strangely familiar. Just found a Mr. Latouche's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica. It's a small lump about an inch and a half long. The analyzer, not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. It has to be used in identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean, whatever Mr. Latouche was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fraulein. Oh, you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Bohemia, but apparently there's a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh? There's something either Interpol or Bohemia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. Just went through all that trouble to become Lammermoor's manager. Just come to this country to find out more about this lump. He died for it. I've got a lot of new evidence. Since someone to cost you to fetch Lammermoor. I actually know something about it, being a Borginian. Alright, I want to present this little thing. What you having? About this remote. Wait, excuse me, did you say something? Remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Sure to show my hand now. You think someone with such a loud voice who speaks more clearly, yeah? Alright, let's go. Let's go to the detention center. Looks like Maki. Sorry, excuse me. Looks like Maki's in questioning. Oh, police must have a Borginian interpreter. That's no fair. I wish we could talk to him. I guess we'll have to come back later if we want to see him. I guess so. Well, crap. Now where do we go? Can we catch the mirror? The place is deserted. I wonder where Lammermoor went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. Alright, nothing here. Oh, I'm sleepy. So I don't know what it is, but I've just been really sleepy lately. Anything on stage? Nope. Hey, do you know what this thing is? First, I express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is the stage. Inform me upon it. Thanks, Baller. Nothing less radiant catch my eye. True, you're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh? It's not how I was seeing it. I just care about what I have to show him. I get the point. Alright, nothing. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. And she says it again and again. Oh, can we examine it? We can examine. Puzzle parts is pretty complex. This is where the fire comes out. Other than that, I mean, machines run even if we don't know how they work. That's what Dad always says. Nobody's saying you want to go around repeating, Trucy. Samplay. Must be French. You put a big enough label on it? Nice to keep people from eating it by mistake. I'm not even looking at my cell phone at all. I'm streaming. I only look at my cell phone when I'm brushing. That thing is otherwise tasty multicolored lump of plastic. It's the manufacturers. Sample toys, but you can't afford the real thing. No company Mr. Right would like. slightly scorched, and then there's this. I mean, okay. I did it at work. But thinking that's pretty much a useless piece of junk. It's kind of like you after a trial, Apollo. Which part, the burn clean through, or the useless piece of junk? You think? I just want to go to the trial, but I'm missing something. There's a bunch of stuff we gotta do with Gavin. Let's go. Let's go back there. I mean, it's also like an hour till bedtime, so it's reasonable to get sleepy an hour to bedtime. Looks like one of our tourist headsets. Why are you wearing it, Fraulein? I thought it'd be cool. I can out his concert security and stuff. Big stretch, you got it. Big stretch. Alright, standing up. Big stretch. Okay. Big stretch. Ow. Stretching my arm hurts a little bit. Alright, pick out his concert security and stuff. Actually found it at the venue and thought you might want it. Oh no, please. You keep it. It goes well with your cape, Fraulein. Gee, you think? Just like she belongs on stage, that's for sure. Anything new? Do you ever get his keys back? Oh, there's no way I'm going to talk details about the case with you. I want to get my attention. Bring me something dramatic. I'm here to get your attention, Gavin. Here's your information. One of these. What is it, Apollo? That device is found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one. Is it the crime scene? In Lamauro's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. Has he seen the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? That covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Air Forehead. Thanks. Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Perhaps you're just a tad naive, huh? Guess I could have hid it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic. Well, Mr. Latus was investigating. That's right. I've been thinking, Air Forehead. We encounter many instances in our lives, all of us, not all of them simple. See, this is what I liked about the last game. At the very end, the prosecutor and the defense were working together, like switching sides even, to the point that, you know, they're just trying to keep the trial going for a certain amount of time and then just to get to the truth. There are many instances in our lives, not all of us, not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That's why I try to at least remain simple inside. I keep a simple goal to discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Ah, because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. That's pretty simple, too. Now, if you excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. Well, he's gone, so, he didn't kick us out. He just left his own office. Let's go back here and just check. Oh, wait, let's go to Detention Center. He might be available now. Nope. Alright, nothing here. Let's go here. Alright, something new just popped up here. Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Hello there, Emma. What's up? Either of you know where Lemuror is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lemuror's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. I think she's blind and all. Yeah, we'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. Alright, well, there's not a lot of places we can be, so let's go look for her backstage, I guess. Alright, she's not here. Let's check backstage again. Nope, still not here. Alright, check the dressing room. Not here either. I keep expecting at some point to see a face there. Cool. Alright, check the hallway again. Alright, it's not here. Alright, we'll check the stage. Oh, why is it dark? In the wings. Huh? The stage is pitch dark. Powerbreaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll get someone. Yipes, it was really dark out there. Dark. That's all Lemuror has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo. Huh? What? Doesn't something about this stage seem different? There's something in the guitar case. Like something's changed. Changed? Can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. And that's bugging me too. What you talking about? How about this? Hey, that case. Wasn't that open before? Huh? I guess someone closed it. Wait, look, where the case closes. Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo. Eek! Lemuror! Lemuror! Emma! We have to get Emma. Send one person to get Emma. Lemuror's taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around, barking orders, making phone calls. She just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Maybe she's innocent. Okay, I'm starting to think she's innocent. Emma, how's Lemuror? Is she okay? How are you? We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So she's okay? Yes, she came to us a short while ago. He found her before it was too late. So that's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know. They hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. Did she see anything? She's blind. How could she not see? Oh, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. A bad omen? Yeah. Right, would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lemuror! Ah, Mr. Attorney. You were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room, you were hit. I knew at that very moment. I knew. Assailant was trying to kill me. No. He looked at me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. But I reached the stage first. Behind the stage. I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah. Darkness is my ally. Okay, I just want to point out, by OSHA regulations, that power breaker should have been locked out. If they actually were doing electrical work and we went and turned it on, we could have killed somebody. There's a contraband case near the stage. That's where I hid. The assailant couldn't see you. Wasn't the case. I'm afraid I passed out. That sounds like a real close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. There it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. That means he's likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him? Why would anyone attack you, Lemur? I could have asked me this too. And to her, I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know. I want to present this egg to her. Oh, Lemur, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Latussen's carrying it. It's a replica thing he was after. He was after? You know, in his secret identity? As an undercover agent? That's what he was doing. You mean you know what? Yes, I know. Of course. This must be a Borginian cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of Borginian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Sorry, I'm not quite recovered from the attack. Looks like you just had a rough day. I'll just put this piece of evidence away for later. Okay, it's bad. Ask about the cocoon. They call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. For certain, all in Borginia know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I don't know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought you said all in Borginia know these. There's one factor to know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia know. What's that? Cocoons, they're not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. To death? Why? I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there's a good reason. This is a piece of plastic. It's carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. That's what he was up to. Tracking down Borginian cocoon smuggling. Smuggling? It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought these Borginian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion. Mr. Latus was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latus wasn't a Borginian, was he? An Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? There must be some reason why Borginia doesn't want these cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Cocoon smuggling. Mr. Latus had them marked. It couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. They can talk to us, Lemur. It's the least I could do. I actually have another request. It's within my power. An interpreter, someone who speaks Borginian. Apollo. Would you come with us, if you're well enough? I see. Yes. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trizzy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Maki, we came to talk to you about the case. Maki. Could you interpret for us, Lemur? I still think it's her. Yes. Maki, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. We still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was clearly fooled myself. Maki, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well... Do you know what this is? Mr. Attorney, I don't need a translation to understand that. I know that wrong evidence. Look anywhere. I imagine you would. Oh, I'll try that again.
Take that!
It's not this, is it?
Take that!
If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Ow, quit bonking. Hey, you got a reaction, a big one. Fuck, you didn't. Just now trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Elmore, please, interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you don't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it. He asked you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Mamaki? Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it. Very well. What is the cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? It must cure some disease. It's a cure for incuritis. A cure for incuritis. But if it's a cure, why keep it in Volginia like that? Think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. I don't understand the reason myself. Okay, well, let's know what it is, a cure. And Mr. Latus is after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Maki? Maki, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler, he's so little. Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true, I am sort of a magician. She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape. Well, Maki, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb? I wonder. Do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? Maki really did bring one into the country. Was he planning on making a deal for a sale? I can't go home. Can't go home. I can't go home to Borginia. I don't want to go home. What if taking a cocoon for Borginia is death? That's right, it's punishable by death. About the case. What about the case? You want to tell us about Mr. Latus's death? This meeting's over. Darian? Well, what do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. Let's call for Maki from the Borginian embassy. This meeting's over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, peanut boy, we're leaving. Darian, wait. I never liked you either. Either of you. Huh? Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo. He didn't want us to hear what Maki had to say. Apollo. There can be only one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow in court. I mean, honestly, this is the place to stop. Because I don't think we're going to make it through this case. I don't think we're going to make it through this case this week anyway. It's going to have to go into... It's gonna have to go into next week anyway. I just don't see any way, unless the case ends tomorrow. I mean, am I gonna go 15 minutes? I could brush my tail. I can work on the models a little bit, makes everything better. I can turn it into a potato. Hold on. Potato. Did someone already redeem it? Oh, someone redeemed it anyway. Someone redeemed it anyway. Potato. But I just, like, it's like, you have to stop at a certain spot. That way you make sure you don't, like, lose track of stuff. So we're gonna stop a little bit early tonight. Why does it always take so long to exit games? So anyway, that's it for tonight. So thanks for watching, everyone. I am going to refund everyone that did the silly April Fool's Day redeems. We're gonna make the potato its own thing. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna go ahead and just switch it. Where's one of them? Where is it? Alright, we're gonna change this to there we go. We'll do that. Alright, save that. Keep in mind it's not gonna work yet because I gotta fix it. Oh, that's fair. Do I need to like hide this? Does it matter? Watch out, you guys might see stuff. Alright, we're gonna change this to oh, wrong keyboard. Hold on. There we go. Alright, do that. Boom. Alright, so now we have that saved for perpetuity. So yeah, if we so potato is here to stay for potato's here to stay. But yeah, that's it for tonight. So thanks for watching, everyone. I know we're stopping a little bit early. I'm very sorry about that. But sometimes we run late, sometimes we stop a little early. I'm not perfect. So I'm gonna go chill for a bit. I probably will load RuneScape for a minute before bed. So good night, everyone. Sleep well, have good dreams, and hope to see you guys here tomorrow for more chess puzzles and more Apollo Justice. We're going to be starting day 2 of the trial. Hopefully we can make it through. It'd be cool if we make it through the whole case, but that seems to be unlikely because we're having difficulty. I got confused and got stuck for like, what, 30, 45 minutes today, it seemed like, where I was just running around in circles. So we'll be back tomorrow to probably not running around in circles again. So, yeah, confused potato. Good night, everyone. Fox out. Night night. I'm a potato.